again, I think everyone knows, and obviously, I'm a huge Tyler the Creator fan. So I kind of want to get your perspective on the album first, because again, I'm thinking like if it won you over, then this shit has to be a fucking classic, right? So like, what were your thoughts on diving into that?
I'll start off with what I liked. I think what I appreciated about this album is it seems like Tyler got really introspective, and just honest about his thoughts on like growing up and fame and his challenges with that. Especially like the song where he's talking about I forget the name of it, but when he's talking about his concerns with having children and his mom like wanting grandkids and stuff
I
like
think
that.
maybe Tomorrow. And there's like a couple songs like that. But
yeah. I think it was. But you know, those are the moments when you listen to music and you relate to it and you're like, oh, this is dope. So I appreciated the message and just him, any artist, you know, focusing on their own life and not trying to appease like whatever the industry trend is.
Yeah, that he's not talking about killing ops or something.
Yeah, exactly. And I know he never has, but you know, at times he would have songs that like I'm just like, I have no idea what you're trying to get across with this right now.
Yeah.
And then there were moments where I sensed like a Neptune's Pharrell influence, like Hey Jane, which is one of my favorite songs on the track. And the intro was like, I know we already heard that song like when he first announced the album, but that intro is super cinematic, and I feel like seeing that live would be epic. I think it's called Saint Chroma. So love that. In terms of the criticism though, like I think it's Tyler for me in general just isn't like my taste in terms of music. Like I appreciated the experience, but I don't think it's like too replayable for me. And I think what it is like, yeah, the music's kind of like weird and a blend of a bunch of genres, but I feel like a lot of times it's like too much. Like I feel like it's overwhelming, like in terms of the production and like what's going on. I feel like I'm literally playing two different songs on a laptop at once, and like I'm like, this shit individually sounds pretty dope, but like I need like simplicity. And I think that's why some of the songs I was particularly like I'm just not enjoying this how it sounds. So yeah, unfortunately for me, I really want to say I love the album, but I feel like that feeling makes me feel pretentious. Like I feel like I want to love it just because like I know he's talented and I know this is better than a lot of the bullshit out, but I don't want to listen to it again. So
yeah.
I have to be honest with myself and be like, maybe it's just not for me then, which I know he would respect, rather than me being like, this is album of the year if I don't really feel that way.